If I was here, all my customer service would have went out the door. Trust me, it's happened twice. Where I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this person.
Bruh.
Sounds
Shut the
like
fuck up.
something.
Okay.
It's like, okay. Um, no, I had the same type of shit happen at bro. There's this one specific bitch that comes into the store, right? She's like what, 50 something years old. This bitch always goes like, "Excuse me, do you have blueberries in the back?" I'm like, oh my god, bro, it's the same fucking blueberry bitch. We call her the blueberry lady, and we just literally every time like, cause the person that works in produce knows when she comes in, so he kind of just hides away and tells us like, "Oh, she's coming," so make sure nobody's around the area. I'm like, okay. Bro, she literally had the nerve to come into the produce halfway through the thing. She's like, "Excuse me, do you work here?" And I turned back. I'm like, bro, I looked at him. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was
You
like,
give
"This is
him kind
yours."
of like a slight look like, are you fucking
Yeah,
kidding me?
yeah. I look at him.
I've
I'm like,
legit told customers, they're like, oh, do you work here? And I'm like, sometimes.
no, no. For
It
me, it's different because
kind of throws them off.
no, for me it's different because I wear a flannel, like a red flannel, and my vest is under it, so nobody asks me for shit, right? But until some people notice that I'm wearing a vest, and they're like, "Oh, do you work here?" I'm like, I literally tell them like, I don't know, do I look like I work here? And they're like, "Well, you look, you're hiding your vest very well." I'm like, "Yeah, that's the point." That's what I literally tell them, "Yeah, that's the point." And they're like, "Oh, well, can you help me find this?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's over there." And I just, it's like a little joke, because I had a couple of people already like joke about me. Like they would joke about me because they see me there for a long time, so they just every time they see me, they just like make fun of it sometimes. And I remember this one old fucking bitch. She came in. She was like, "You guys have duck feet?" I'm like, "Bro, duck feet, duck
What?
This
feet."
sounds like Chandler shit, bro.
And I'm like, I was
Okay.
like, I told her, I don't think we carry duck feet. I think we carry, or like any sort of duck. And they're like, "Are you sure? I saw it online that you guys have it." And I'm like, "I'm pretty sure we don't have it." And she said, "Well, take out your little machine thingy and check for me." I'm like, I literally just kind of clenched my jaw. I was like, "Okay." I literally looked up to the system. I was like, I showed it. I was like, "We don't get any ducks. The only duck we have is over there beside the alligator that apparently we sell." And she was like, "Well, you guys need to get duck liver and duck feet and duck everything." I'm like, okay.
I wasn't thinking
Like, I
You're
just,
like,
groceries.
ma'am, it's not gonna do you any
yeah.
good telling me that. Like,
And
I had half the mind telling this bitch, like, if we don't have the poster you want, either order it online or go apply at fucking Trends. Because literally, we can't get this motherfucker to come out and restock the posters.
bro,
He,
like
like,
that
refuses to come. And I'm like,
customers are
bro, he's
fucking.
gonna refuse to come because the next time he comes, my foot's gonna be up his ass.
Nah, bro. Like working in retail is like the funniest shit to me, bro. Like people are so down bad for shit, bro. I literally had somebody get pissed at me because we didn't have crab legs, and and the only crab legs that were left in the freezer that we had were open. They had like holes in it, and they're like, "Well, I'm gonna buy these," and I'm like, "I don't think I can do that for you." And I grabbed the box from him. He's like, "Well, I want it though," and I'm like, "Uh, the crabs are open and there's holes in the box. I don't think we can sell this to you." And they're like, come on, this is the only box you have left." I was like, you know what? I didn't give a shit at that point, like working there. I literally grabbed one of the CVP labels that lowers the price for it, slapped it on the box, and like, "Here, take it." And they're like, "Oh, thank you, man," and they just fucking walked off. And I was like, "Bro, if I get in trouble, I don't really give a shit, bro." If they get poisoned, I don't give a fuck, bro.
Literally, so a lady came in and she had like this. It was during Christmas. It was like a fucking reindeer headband thing. I don't know. But the string was like off the horn of it and it didn't have a tag on it, so we just hung it up by the string. Personally, I didn't know what the fuck the string was for. I was just debating on cutting it off because I was like, what the fuck is this for? But that's how we hung it up, so I was like, I'm not gonna cut it. Lady grabbed it. She brings it up to my register or my cashier's register, and she's like, I can I get the price taken off? And I was like, oh, I don't mind, but like, what's wrong with it? And she goes, you can't see what's wrong with it? And I look at Brianna, my cashier, and I look at the lady, and I was like, clearly I don't know what's wrong with it if I just asked you what's wrong with it. She's like, forget it, I don't want the money off, I'll just take it, I need it. And so I was like, but truly, like, I don't see the issue with it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with it. She's like, I was like, do you mind telling me? She goes, the string's supposed to be wrapped around the horn. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, lady, cry me a goddamn river. I don't give a fuck.
Bruh.
So I made her pay for it at full price because I was like, I'm not fucking arguing with you, especially if you're gonna be a bitch about it. No, you're not getting money off of it. Fuck you.
No, bro, that reminds me, bro. Okay, so the meat that we sell there is like, you know, everybody bitches
I
about
refuse
how
to buy Walmart meat, bro.
yeah, it's expensive,
Deadass.
but
I-
like
I don't
Did
know
you
what
guys
the
use a
fuck's in
fucking-
it. I don't be trusting Walmart, bro.
Did you guys have a fucking
Yeah.
formaldehyde fridge?
I don't know what it is, bro. That shit's ass. That shit be causing freezer burns in the fucking meat. But like I was saying, this fucking person they got cube steaks, right? Y'all know what cube steaks are, like the fucking
Yeah.
He got the package, right? I see him pick it up. Mind you not, they don't know that I work in the meat department because, you know, I'm in a vet, I'm a flannel, and like I look like a regular customer. I see this man pick it up. He goes down the aisle where the cheese is at, around that corner, right? He has cube steaks and I think bottom round thins, which are like set like $8, and cube steaks are like $14. I shit you not. This man tries to rip off the label on the fucking, like, the price tag for the cube steaks, right? For the cube steaks, and he fails to do it, and he rips the, like, the hole in it in the cube steaks, and he throws it on the cheese. And I'm kind of like, I shake my head a little bit. I'm like, this fucking idiot. And I wait a couple of minutes. I go back in my cooler. I get on my phone for like 5 minutes, and I walk back out. This man comes around again and asks me, hey, you know, this thing has a hole in it. You think you can, like, reduce the price for me? And he tried to, like, adjust it where it looked like he didn't rip it. And I looked at him and was like, you know, this has a hole in it, right? And I can't sell it to you like this. And he's like, well, but I found it over beside the cheese. And it was just sitting there. So I was like, I figured if I give it to you, you can reduce the price for me. I'm like, I'm not doing that for you. That's all. I'm not doing
It's like,
that for you.
I can't, I don't know
Like-
how long it's been sitting there. I can't reduce the price for you.
Like,
I've
I
done that to
literally-
people before.
I literally seen him do it. So I was like, I'm not giving you shit, dog. Like, I'll get you a new package.
Right.
And he said, yeah. He told me, yeah, sure. Yeah, because he got the last cube steaks. And guess what I did? I looked for the most expensive cube steak I could find and give it to him. I was like, fuck you, dude.
Right.
It turned out the cube steak was like, what? I think it was like $15.90 something. I was like, yeah, bitch, I saw one in there for $12. You ain't getting that shit.
Like,
gonna spend,
face
like-
like right now. But I've had people do that to me before because, like, being in retail, they just throw shit everywhere. I've had people come up to me, like, they're like, oh, I found this in the clearance area. It should be this price.
I fucking hate that
And
shit.
I'm like, but it's literally right over there with a price tag on it. And they're like, yeah, but I found it in clearance. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I can't take the price off of it for you, so, like, do you still want it? Like, and if they're like, well, if you can't take the price off it, I just throw it in the behind me, like, in our basket thing. I was like, oh, okay, it's no problem.
Bro, I
And
had
they
a-
kind of, like, get this look on their face, like, I can't believe she's not going to take the price off of it. It's like, no, because it's full price. Just because you
Gosh.
found it in the clearance area don't mean it's on fucking clearance.
I shit you not, the amount of people that try to do that. Because I used to work up front for a couple of months, and I had this older guy come up to me, and he was like, "Do you know where I could scan this cheese at?" And I was like, "Yeah," because he was like fairly like I say around his 60s, so he's fairly kind of like, you know, not knowing what the fuck's going on with technology. And I was like, "Yeah, you can scan it right here." And he scanned it, and he was like, "There's no way this cheese is $10." I was like,
But it says $10.
Yeah, and I'm like, he's like, that's not mozzarella, because it said cheddar block, like that's literally just said cheddar block. That's it for the name of it. And I was like, huh. He was like, well, I picked it up and it's supposed to be $6. And I'm like, let me check it for you on my little TC thingy. And I scan
Yeah.
it, and it says cheddar block 1068, and I'm like, it says it's that right there, and he's like, are you sure? And I'm like, my TC
Yeah.
says that, and he literally, I shit you not, gets pissed. He goes like, you gonna make me walk all the way over there and get another cheese? And I'm like, I can't
Getting
leave my
another
station.
cheese isn't going to do anything, you fucking idiot.
And I shit you not, he comes back with the same block of cheese. He rings it up. It's the same fucking price. And I was like, I didn't tell him. I told you. I was like, yeah. So I mean, the price is 1068. And he was like, fine, I'll still buy it. And I'm like, so you're telling me you wasted 10 minutes of my fucking life getting a fucking manager so they can go over there and get you a fucking block of cheese? I was like,
I
people are so
just
fucking
look
dumb.
at him and be like, it must hurt,
Must hurt to be that fucking stupid.
and walk away. 'Cause like, what the fuck?
Because there's another time where
Quit.
fucking what's they call it? These ladies that were coming in, I guess they're like, I don't want to judge them. They look pretty fucking poor, alright? And there's a clearance section for like backpacks for back to school and shit. And
Mhm.
they come up with fucking it was like Pixar cars and Frozen fucking like named brand shit, like fucking character like Disney characters and shit on the backpack.
Yeah.
And they're like, section, it's only like $3.